activist, I fought against EQAO, and I remember there was an article, and the title of the article was, "A Pig Never Got Fatter by Measuring It." And I feel that pretty well sums EQAO. For those of you who aren't with the lingo, it's Education, Quality and Accountability Office, and it is a standardized test, as I'm sure you all know, that at grade 3, 6, and 9, and then there's literacy test at grade 10. The reality is that EQAO testing penalizes special education children, it penalizes ESL kids, it penalizes really anybody who's not fitting really cleanly inside that education box. I think measurement is important. I work for a mental health agency where we do a lot of evaluation and measurement, but there are way more sophisticated ways of doing this than this kind of a test. And I don't think that we have to accept that it's here to stay. In actual fact, the Toronto District School Board has moved incrementally towards a more robust form of measurement. I do know that our administrators and our superintendents use EQAO data to try and figure out what's happening in their schools, but because it's a snapshot and the next year could look entirely different, it's not as effective as some of the other measures. In the Model Schools for Inner City project, they really push to have much richer forms of measurement. And I think that there's an opportunity, because we're the largest board in Canada, and certainly in Ontario, to use our experience in the model schools with these much more interesting forms of measurement to really start to push the government. Because we know the current premier right now is not an EQAO fan. So I think we have an opportunity, and I'd certainly like to join in trying to pressure this, at least to move it into randomized testing, which studies indicate is a far more effective way of measuring the system than making every school go through it every year.